Hi guys, welcome back to Creative Frenzy. Alright, so as you can see here, I have started on some more of the outside. I'm doing the flower beds here on the side of the castle. I'm very happy how it turned out. So my Temu haul, I got all my little flowering bushes and little trees and things like that. So, and these little plants, they're supposed to be for terrain and things, but I thought they'd be perfect in this kind of landscaping application. So I will give you a bit of a closer look. So there we go. There. It's a bit difficult to do it this way, but I will do my best. Alright, so we did that side, now we're going to do the other side. We're going to go around, all the way around, and we'll work on this side. So this is quite deep. As you can see, it goes, about an inch down. So I want to make sure that I have the flower bed itself raised so that I can actually, see the plants. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? All right. So all I'm going to do is put floral foam in there to raise it up. But I want to put some glue down so it doesn't come out in case I move it around or whatever. I don't want it to come out easily. So floral foam you can get at the dollar store. Inexpensive. I'm just going to cut some. So I just cut like little wedges and then I just try to fit them in. And then I raise it up enough so that I can actually see the pieces that I put in there. So I'll cut some on angles so that you can actually, fit in the little corners and things like that. So the first layer I put in there with glue, and then the second layer will go on top of that, and I will probably put glue on that too. And just make sure it stays down. And you could use PVA glue for this. I'm too lazy to go get it. I'm just going to use the tacky glue. It's probably a little bit expensive for this type of application, but that's okay. I'm not too concerned about that part. Oh, there we go. And then I'm just going to put the second layer in. And I just used it probably should have a handle, but I used a straight edge blade in order to cut. Oh my goodness. You think of all these things to say right before the camera goes on, and then when you go to put the camera on, words just fly out of your head and you have nothing to go on, which is ridiculous. All right. So eventually this will all dry and sort of fit together. Just kind of push it down a bit and then sort of judge how much more you want to put in. There we go. Not too bad. Just pack it in. Try not to glue your fingers like I am. That should actually do quite nicely. Alright, so there's a bit of a well in the center, which is normally not a bad thing, but I want to make sure I even some of that out. I have no idea if there's a proper glue for floral foam, because, normally you would wet it and then you would use it in for cut flowers and things like that. So I'm going to be generous with the glue. I'm not going to worry too much what the tea is going to sit on. I use old tea. So my daughter and I, we tend to collect tea, not actually drink all of it. So, some of it expires before you even get around to drinking it. So this is a very neutral colored tea instead of the very bright colors, so it makes great dirt. And it smells actually decent. But it'll fill in the cracks nicely, and it'll just look like dirt, basically. Now, of course, this will not stand up to rigorous movement or anything like that, but it's okay. Alright, so I got these little pine trees. They're supposed to be for like model trains and stuff like that, for terrain and stuff, but I thought they make perfect little pine trees for planter boxes and the like. So that's what I've been using it for in this case. I'm gonna do, they're actually decently priced. You get 10 of them or 20 in a package or something like that. So I'm just going to put it right down into the floral, and that holds it in place until the glue dries, which is perfect. Be generous with the glue, and that can just sort of sit there. It's okay if it comes off the wall a bit, it's fine. I'm not too concerned. I don't want it to be too far forward because I need to make room for the flowering bush. But as you can see, that takes shape nicely. Now, my problem was getting these little guys. So you get these in a package on a piece of plastic like this. They got squished. But I have found if you use your tweezers very gently, you can fluff them up a bit, like a pillow. So, but because they have little plastic rounds on the bottom, they're just going to sit sort of on top, and that's not what I want. So I came up with the idea of putting them onto thumbtacks. So I glue the thumbtacks into place first in the flower bed, and then I glue the plants on top of the thumbtack. I'm sure there's a better way of doing it, but this is how I am doing it for now. In this one anyway. So, and since I have thumbtacks on hand, it's perfect. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to be generous with the glue underneath the cap part. So that's the part, hopefully it'll get down far enough so it'll get into the floral foam. If not, at least my plants have something to attach themselves to. That's the hope and the theory. And tweezers I found were not very helpful in this for some weird reason. Let's see, what else could you use? I'm sure there's like floral picks or something like that you could use. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, where did I put my tweezers? There they are. So make sure you're gentle enough with this, okay? So all we're going to do is fluff them up just a little bit, so they just come back a bit. I think this is almost like a chenille. I'm not entirely sure. The picture on AliExpress shows more of a bloom type, but it's okay. I love this yellow color. It's very pretty. They're well made. They do stand the test. They're pretty good. Hopefully you can see that. And then once they're really, you know, glued down nicely, you can fluff them up a little bit more. I would not try and use hot glue for this. I'm pretty sure the plastic would melt, which is not ideal in this situation. I'm just going to fluff it up a bit, just to make it look fuller. There we go. But that seems to have solved my problem. And you can sort of, you know, switch them around a bit so you don't see that plastic or the metal underneath. You don't want to see those thumbtacks. But it is handy that they come in these little round circles, so it's easier to glue down, obviously. And then we'll just pick another tree. They're quite pretty. Now, you could extend this if you wanted to and have them up a little bit taller. I'm sure there's a way to do that, but all I'm going to do is put a generous amount of glue so that when I push it through the floral foam, it'll hold nicely, hopefully nicely to the area where it will actually make a difference. And get rid of some of that glue. Now this one is much, much shorter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push another piece of floral foam down there. It looks like it doesn't have enough. That's okay. We can fix it. There we go. Now it's actually attached to something. And then we can go up a bit and clean that up. There. So I'm very happy with how those turned out. Hopefully they're more or less even. I don't know if they are or not, but you're going to see only one side at a time anyway. So I will show you a little bit closer. There we go. That's it. Simple fix, hopefully. And you'll be able to make use of that little tip. So, and if things are a little bit crooked, you can still fix them. The glue is not dried yet, obviously, so you can fix it as you go. So, yeah. See you in the next one. Bye.